Hey guys, back at it again with another reaction. But this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be stopping the video. This is what you asked for. This is what you're getting. You're welcome.
Some of the creatures on this list have been well identified for years, while others remain a mystery. Try to imagine how you would react if somehow you found yourself face to face with each of these.
Hell no, right? Could you imagine looking down in the storm drain and seeing a friggin' alligator or a crocodile looking down at, looking back at you? And look, there's a ball in front of it. So some kid probably dropped a ball and no, how about no, right? Nah, not me.
Giants, or better yet, how would you survive?
The hell was that? Hold on, let's go back. How did we go back?
With each of these giants, or better.
That can't be real, right? I mean, you would think you would have heard something about that. That looks like that Cloverfield thing.
Better yet,
That's probably
how would
fake.
you survive?
Chills.
One of my favorite YouTubers, by the way. I might not get monetized on this. Don't really care. He's just amazing.
Number 10. Louis checks the mail. Louis Comacho is getting his mail one sunny day when he suddenly stops and looks around.
Oh yeah, they're in Florida. Yeah, no. When I was down in Louisiana, there was a alligator crossing. They had an alligator crossing on the side. There's like a sign for alligators to cross, and stuff like that. That's how the southeast is. But no. That's how you lose your hand or your life.
It's hard to describe, but somehow his surroundings feel different and mysterious. He soon locates the source of his bad feeling. After getting onto his hands and knees and peering into the sewer grate, this is what he sees down a long tunnel. A giant alligator looks back at him, its mouth wide.
So I mean, is the alligator stuck? Like it looks too big to really turn around. So I mean, how are they going to get that out? I mean, because obviously they have to get it out. I don't know.
Open, it lets out a ferocious hiss as a warning sign not to come any closer. The two of them hold eye contact, and then Louis quickly backs away to call the authorities. The alligator was removed shortly thereafter, but Louis will never forget how close he came to having to fight for his survival. It would have been his.
But did he have to fight for his survival? I mean, it's a green ball, right? I'm surely he could just go buy another one for like $5. It's not really worth fighting an alligator over a green ball, right? I mean, he's a grown man. You gonna tell me he can't afford another one? Oh.
Struggle that he probably would not have won. One more thing, look closely at the tape. And you'll see a small green ball resting by the alligator. I can't help but wonder if, moments before this recording, a small child or dog went to retrieve the ball and saw.
That's what's scary, because I have a small dog, and like I've thought about moving to like places like Texas and places around like the Louisiana area, because I love Louisiana, but yeah, I mean, I think that's something you have to, you have to deal with. And plus, in the swamps now, they have boa constrictors and all these pythons and poisonous snakes that aren't indigenous to that area, and tigers and stuff. Like, there was a report of they found like 2 tigers in the Everglades in Florida. It's just ridiculous.
the same thing that Louis did. Number 9. The Curious Blob. This footage, taken from a British oil rig, looks fairly normal until a massive monster slowly rises from the depths of the sea.
You know, the sad thing is, I think I know what this is. Um, a lot of fishermen, you know, they use nets and stuff like that, and they use nylon nets and stuff that you don't really want to leave in the ocean, but they do a lot of times, and it just fills full of algae and a whole bunch of stuff. And I've seen stuff that looks like that floating on, you know, towards the surface, you know, being, you know, commercial fishing and stuff like that. It's pretty sad. It's just, it's pollution and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking that is, but because I've seen something that looks very similar to that, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, you can see the edges. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. It's basically a plastic bag that's just filled with debris and stuff like that, and algae. You could have an innocent like small fish in there. They're trying to get out and stuff. It's extremely harmful for their environment and the wildlife. They really need to stop doing that, but it's cost effective, so they probably won't.
Shimmering shapeless body is both mysterious and mesmerizing as it glides across the ocean with a silky stride. The camera person excitedly pans around to keep the beast in their sights. Unable to believe what they are witnessing, the formless monster hangs around the rig for a while before losing interest.
No, that is not what that is. What is that? It has like some kind of membrane. Like with veins, oh, that is, be a jellyfish, maybe?
And moving on, when this video first surfaced, most people thought that it had to be part of a whale, but that theory proved incorrect. Scientists said that part of the whale was too nutritious to float around the ocean for very long, and that it would be eaten almost immediately. They were eventually able to identify the creature as a giant jellyfish called the Deepstaria reticulum, number 8, the largest gator ever. Imagine being on a nature preserve and seeing this scaly monstrosity walk directly in your path.
This gator had quite the audience yesterday at Circle B Bar Resort.
A little bit too close, though, right? These things can run like 40 miles per hour, I think. Like a little too close to it, right? Like, do you really need a picture that bad of a dinosaur? Because that's what it is. It's a dinosaur that will eat you.
In Polk County. Kim Joyner is sharing this video with us. Thanks, Kim. And you can see the gator slowly walking across the grass.
That's exactly what happened to the visitors of the Circle B Bar Reserve in Polk County, Florida. Fortunately for them, the alligators seemed to be more concerned with finding water than finding food. The largest Florida alligator on record is a little over 14 feet long.
14 feet long. 14 feet. I mean, it could definitely eat a person. Well, I mean, and they do, unfortunately, eat people and stuff like that sometimes. But, yeah, no.
Wildlife resource officials believe that the alligator in this video could have been larger. The only problem is that they are too afraid to get an official measurement, and
too afraid to get an official. They're standing. A couple of them are laying down. That's the worst possible place for you to be, right? Laying down like 15 feet away from the world's largest alligator? That'd be like the last thing I'd want to do.
Honestly can't say that I blame them. Number 7. Leviathan hears a giant. A YouTuber named Leviathan is on a hiking trip when he hears strange noises in the distance. Just when he seriously suspects that he's not alone in the woods, a series of large footprints confirms his suspicions.
Here's my problem with Bigfoot. Does he exist? I mean, obviously there was, a giant animal that probably was a Bigfoot, but I think it died out 100,000 years ago or something. Do I think they still exist? Probably not, because hunters haven't killed one yet, right? You think like the people who dedicate their entire lives to hunting animals would be able to hunt one of these down. Hasn't happened. That's the problem I have with Bigfoot. Like, I want to believe it's real, but probably isn't, guys.
He now fears for his safety and has already decided to leave when he hears the same noises again, much closer now than before.
Well, that's wind. It's wind. If you're afraid of wind, then it's wind. It's not a...
The predatory call encourages him to make a quick retreat back to civilization. Leviathan still has no idea what was making this noise or exactly how large it was. Number 6. The slimy find. These gigantic slimy mollusks are hunted in the Philippines for their strange shells, which resemble an elephant's tusk and sell for around $200 a piece. Scientists have been finding their hollowed out shells for years, but only recently did they get their hands on an actual specimen for further study. When they cracked open its shell for a closer look, this is what came slithering out. The 5-foot-long creature flops out of its casing and stinks up the room. It was found in a sulfur-rich mud pool where it had been feasting on putrid bacteria for years. Who knows what else researchers will find at that location. Number 5. The construction worker discovery. Construction workers in Brazil were performing a demolition job when they came across the flattened remains of a 33-foot anaconda.
See, I would love to go to the Amazon, and I've researched it. There's tours, and you can actually, you can hire a boat, and you can go out on the Amazon River and stuff like that, and it take you like 10-day trip and all that, and you can see like villages and all that. But I've also seen the movie Anaconda, and that's pretty much the basis of the movie Anaconda. So probably won't be doing that, Probably won't be.
If you want to get a better feel for how gigantic this snake is, just count how many seconds it takes them to film the reptile's entire body. Not much more information about this story is available, but then again, not much more information is required. This is a gigantic snake that, given the opportunity, would have little problem squeezing your ribs until they cracked and making you its next meal. Number 4. Stalked and eaten. If you ever travel to the Indonesian islands, be on the lookout for these 150-pound human hunting lizards. The Komodo dragon has a never-ending appetite.
There was a movie star, and her husband got bit by a Komodo dragon. It was on the news. He got bit by a Komodo dragon at some zoo. He wasn't supposed to go into the enclosure, and he did. And he got bit, and because they're famous, he didn't get in trouble, really. So he went to the hospital and got treated. But when he got out of the hospital, he loved these Komodo dragons so much, he went back into the enclosure and got bit again. Darwinism, right? We should just, let nature take its course at that time, at that point. But no.
That allows them to eat up to 120 pounds in a single meal. In other words, they can eat something that's 80% of their own body weight without much of a problem. They will even eat humans if they become desperate enough for food, which is surprisingly often.
It's because their saliva is like a neotoxin, right? Or it's like necrosis or something, like makes your skin, rot. Yeah, no, that's awful.
They've been known to ambush stray tourists on trails and have even gone after entire villages.
They are beautiful. I will say that they are really cool looking. I mean, it's a dinosaur, right? but or closest thing we have to a dinosaur, but it's wouldn't be around one.
In 2007, for example, an 8-year-old boy was hunted by a kimono dragon. He did not survive. Other famous incidents include a kimono dragon who ate the top of a person's foot while they were visiting the Los Angeles Zoo. Number 3. The Sky Creature. This footage was reportedly taken on a flight somewhere over Zambia.
I think that the person who got his foot ate, I think that was the actual actor's husband. I think that was it. So yeah, hold on, wait, let's go back and see what this is. It didn't make sense, right? Something like that happened in Los Angeles.
Sky Creature. This footage was reportedly taken on a flight somewhere over Zambia. A person is casually recording out their window when a giant humanoid creature starts to materialize in the distance.
Whoa!
The creature seems to keep pace and ride alongside them for a moment before disengaging and twisting away.
See, a part of me wants to say that that's fake because I know about editing and I see some artifacting. So it's called It's when things don't look exactly right around the image of it, around the edges and stuff like that. But I want it to be real though. I want this stuff to be real. It's the same with aliens. Like, I want it to be real. I think we all do. Is it real? I don't know. Is this real? Definitely not, but I want it to be.
The obvious answer to this is CGI.
Yeah.
If it's not CGI, however, then what this creature could be is anyone's guess. Number 2, the Beijing sighting. This footage supposedly comes from the capital of China, where a massive, slow-moving creature makes its way across the polluted city landscape.
The helicopter was fake. You could tell the helicopters don't fly when they kind of tilt like this when they're going. So it's, yeah. Again, it's something I want to be real, but it's pretty good special effects. I think that's something that's really interesting. If you ever want to see if something's fake or not, always look at the helicopters. If they're flying straight like this, it's probably fake. Because if you ever watch a drone or a helicopter take off, they take off completely flat. But when they need to go straight, they have to tilt. So that's something to always look for.
It's hard to tell how many legs this giant creature has, or what its overall intentions are. It doesn't seem to be that aggressive, but the ground shakes under its gigantic steps, and army helicopters circle above, obviously ready. According to the uploader, this footage was suppressed by the Chinese government, who has a tight grip on all forms of news and social media. This could very likely be CGI, but if it's real, then there is no information as to how this situation was ultimately resolved. Before we get to number 1, if you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because I upload a new video every Thursday. Number 1, the Barbados Impossibility. The uploader of this video says that this sighting happened on the Barbados Islands sometime in...
I've heard about this. The thing I saw about it, I can't really, I can't explain most of this, but I definitely can.
2017, a huge humanoid is stomping off in the horizon, its footsteps echoing throughout the tropical night scenery.
See, that's not what it was. A Barbados incident was the UFO that went into the water. this is, I mean, it's Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Come on. Come on.
The creature appears to have 4 long limbs and a gigantic bushy upper body that is completely covered in some kind of fur or else some kind of plant growth, possibly leaves or mold. It lets out a huge bellowing roar as it makes its way across the island. In the unlikely case this is not CGI, then what you are witnessing is definitely a modern day giant.
It is CGI. And it's done very easily, I should say. And what's cool is because I do a lot of editing. I don't know if you noticed, but the background's black, so or it's a lot darker than the upper, so it's easier to superimpose something there because you don't really have to have, a full form, have the full form shown. You only have to have half of it, so you get easily paste something like that, and yeah, it's easily done.
Or some sort, though its true origins may never be fully understood. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every Thursday. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.
That was interesting. If you like this setup, you should actually go check out my sister and Tommy Icarus's channels and give them a subscribe because they help me out a lot doing this. And as far as this video, Chills, not Mr. Chill, Chills, he's a phenomenal YouTuber. It's one of my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, go subscribe to him. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel, and yeah, go check him out. Subscribe to him. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe to me. That would be awesome. If you want to see me do more videos like this, please tell me down in the comments. Or if there's any videos, especially scary videos or alien videos or something you want me to check out, please tell me and I'll definitely check them out. And yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.